I'm back. So, I took a little impromptu hiatus. I just got busy with a bunch of work stuff all of a sudden, and then my family went on vacation, so I decided to take some time to recuperate and get some stuff together, but now I'm back and better than ever. Things are starting to slow down to me in my day job as fall rolls in, so I am speeding up production for my upcoming short film. This is going to be a bit more of a rambly video today, but I have some backlogged speed paints that I can play in the background, and I can explain the context behind them too. First up, we have the speed paint from All Shook Up. I was in a production this summer at my local opera house through their community theater program. I was in the ensemble, and I had a lot of fun. I'm not in theater very often, but I try to go when I can. I just don't really have time for anything larger than a small ensemble part. I was doodling backstage during one of their performances, and the guy who was playing Jim in the musical suggested I draw some of the characters in my kind of cartoony anime style, he said. So I decided to put together a little print inspired by the principal cast to sell at the cast party. I took reference photos of all of the principal characters and used their designs to put together the print, and all the characters are inspired by the real actors, so I didn't film the process so I could use the photos of real people. I also highly recommend checking out your local community theater, participating in it, or going to it. I feel like it's a good way to get involved in your community, and you will at least have an interesting time, whether it's good or bad. Now for my kind of hiatus. So we went on vacation for a week. I had my work hours dialed up a bit before that. I got really overwhelmed, so that's when I decided to announce the hiatus. We went to Minneapolis for a good chunk of the week to spend time with my grandma, as well as my aunt and cousin who flew out to see us from Colorado and New York. We then took my grandma for a couple of days in Duluth, and Duluth is the best. I will show some photos I took. I freaking love the Great Lakes and Gitche Gumee. They're so cool, and they're the best part of the Midwest. And I made some doodles on the trip. I'm trying to figure out how to draw for myself again after college. It's definitely taking some time. And I also checked out a lot of the used bookstores in Duluth and Minneapolis, so I got a lot of comics and other books. Over the vacation, I played a lot of Genshin Quest that I was behind on, like the summer event, so you will see a Genshin speed paint in there, as well as a Rumi speed paint that my twin asked me to draw for them. Right now, for the short film, I'm working on the animatic and voice acting. So I randomly decided to turn out the script in an hour on vacation. I might cut it a bit as we go through the animatic process. I was kind of drafting it in my head for weeks while I was at work, so I think that works as a drafting project, or drafting process. I also have been making some great progress in asset production, so expect to see some more of that in the future, so like some Blender time lapses and whatever. So in the future, I'm planning on a few longer term projects after Candy Bowl wraps up. I'm looking into making and selling stickers and zines locally and online, as well as planning a longer form comic with some older characters. That's definitely going to take a while to come to fruition, but I'm still planning on it because I really want to make it. I'm also planning on kind of doing an overhaul of channel assets eventually, and also the end card, so sprites, end card, maybe intro. I'd like to make that happen before the channel hits 100 subscribers, but if that somehow doesn't happen, and I somehow manage to get all that, and I somehow get 100 subscribers before I get all that done, I will try to turn it into a 100 subscriber special, because I want to put more effort into this channel. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great start to your week. I will be trying to do regular updates on Mondays and Fridays. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time for the first fan requested Fan Art Friday. Thank you so much. Goodbye.